Psychological Association of Washington. Um, I'm Elizabeth Hargrave. I'm the president of MAW. And I'm going to kick off with a little bit of club news and a couple of fungi in the news articles. April Thompson, our culinary chair, has a little culinary bit to do. John Harper's going to do the ID table tonight. And then our main presentation is David Rose, who's going to talk about the history of mycology, which I'm super curious what he's got for us. And we are going to try and wrap up a little bit before 9 because I am sure that a lot of people on this call want to go watch the debate.
Ew.
You.
Ew.
Okay, maybe not. So just a little recap of stuff that's happened in the last month. Sarah Nella, who's the director of Mount Rainier Nature Center in Mount Rainier, Maryland, put together a whole month of mushroom activities for Mushroom Month, including a night walk, including teaching a bunch of people to play my game Undergrove. Fun stuff going on there. And one upcoming event that I wanted to highlight is that our big annual mushroom fair is coming up at Brookside Gardens. This is an event we've been doing every year for a long time. It's October 13th, and we always have tons of mushrooms out on display with folks to help talk about how to identify them, and we could use people's help bringing in mushrooms that you want ID'd or just that you think would be interesting for people to see. And it's always a good time. We have walks throughout the day on the grounds of Brookside Gardens and Wheaton Regional Park. So come on out for that on the 13th. It's all afternoon. I think we start at noon and go till about 5. Other upcoming events, if you go on our website at mawdc.com under events, you will see, I believe, all of these on the calendar. We've got a couple of forays scheduled. We've got, I don't know if this is on the calendar, but I would like folks to know that MAW does research grants for graduate students. And
I don't need it.
you can get up to $1,500 of money from MAW and a little grant award for supplies or equipment or travel. So help us spread the word to folks that you think might be able to use that. And if you think you might be able to use it, please do apply. We just realized that our November meeting is the first Tuesday in November, which is also an election. So I think we're going to bump that, but we haven't solidified that with the speaker. Maybe the next day or the next Tuesday, we'll figure it out and let everyone know by email. And then Tom McCoy is running a photo contest again this year. So start going through your photos from the year and send him your prettiest ones. And he would like those by November 11th, so he can go through all of them, and we'll have that be one of our presentations probably in the December meeting. April, do you want to talk about board nominations real quick? April is our the chair of our nominations committee.
Sure.
By board.
Well, without further ado, here is our proposed 2025 board. Unfortunately, Elizabeth is leaving us after a few great years of leadership. Tom McCoy, who's been waiting in the wings as vice president for quite some time, has agreed to step up. And I jokingly say I will be there in case he gets assassinated, because there's not much else that a VP has to do. Alan Perper, actually that's Allen.
Oh, yep. Sorry about that.
No worries. But he has agreed to step in as secretary. As a first-time board member, Matt again will hold down our finances as treasurer. Mitch as forays, Bridget again as newsletter, Tom more for membership, and In a little shift, Sarah Nella Linares will be taking over as programs. And I have lightly twisted Cindy Connolly Ryan's capable arm into taking over culinary. And then Bruce Boyer will stay on as NAMA rep and Megan Ronberg as our science advisor. Obviously, these are not, they're not contended, but I think because we have some oddities in the way that um, our charter is worded, we actually require an election, and we have to have a quorum that actually does vote. And since we're a large organization now, we actually do need you to look out for that email and cast your votes. So look out for that soon.
Yep. I think officially we vote for the month of November, and then it's solidified at the beginning of December.
Gotcha.
So just when we're completely sick of elections, we'll have one more. Thanks, April. And technically we are supposed to be open to nominations. If you would like to nominate yourself or someone else for the board, I'm sure April would love to hear about it, because this is all volunteers. So if you are hot to help out, we want to hear about it. All right. Just one other calendar item, which is to save Labor Day weekend for next year for our annual retreat at Sequanota. Normally it might not make sense to be talking about it this far in advance, but it is a holiday weekend, so go ahead and save the date. It's always a fun event. All right, I just have a couple of fungi in the news articles today. One was piece in the New York Times a couple weeks ago about the white nose fungus that has been decimating the bat population. It's interesting. They go through several different things that folks have been trying to combat this fungus so that the bats survive. It's an invasive species, and they've found that spraying the walls of the cave seems to go a long way to keep it from spreading, but there are also a bunch of other things they're trying. Temperature matters too. So that was an interesting read. And then in the post just today, someone sent me this. This is sort of an overview of lots of different things that mushrooms and fungi are being used for, from packaging to food to fake leather. It's just like a big overview article with lots of pictures. It's worth checking out in the post today.